Hello, welcome back to the Cataclysm. Vormithrax here with episode number 157 for our Let's Play tutorial for Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. And we're down on the second floor of this lab, and in between episodes I did some thinking and some remembering, and I'm pretty certain we've actually hit the end of our exploration for this laboratory. So that special room that we found that had the gazing eyeball that was doing funny stuff to me and had the science ID card in it is generally the indicator for the bottom of the lab. That's the special room you have to get to in order to get that ID card to swipe the door to get out again. We haven't found any other stairs up or down on this second level. It's the same level as that particular floor with that containment room area, and I'm pretty certain that indicates that we're done. So we just got an unlucky random draw in how this lab was put together. It wasn't nearly as deep as I was hoping it would be. So I think we're just going to go ahead and get out of here. I think for the tutorial stream purposes or tutorial series purposes, we got done what I wanted to get done. You've got enough information, I think, now to be able to kind of poke your head into a lab if you've never been in one before and have some idea of what's going on. Just realize it can go a lot further down than the 2 floors that this particular one was. So if memory serves me, I believe I've been down as far as 6 levels in some labs. Which can be really, really tough if it's an ice lab, one of those that the temperature drops every floor down that you go. But in this case, we just got one of the short ones, and we did get some really good gear out of here, so I think we're just going to head back up to our RV, take a look at what we pulled out of here, and check the recipe books especially. That was one of the main things I was hoping to find down here. So we'll do that, and then we'll decide where we're going to go next. So let's go ahead and get our gear out of here. So we'll grab all of those items. We will fold up our cart, grab it as well. And there's a skitter bot running around apparently. That's fine. Up we go. No, I'm not likely to come back here, so I'm not going to worry about keeping that there. Alright, I believe it's right up here. Yes, it is. Don't care about any of that. Alright, that's all the gear. And there's the stuff we pulled out of the lab. So, let's see here. I can't remember what I've got in the back of this vehicle. Interesting. Oh. Turn that back off again. It was just tunneling me through the walls there. Or through the door. That's kind of entertaining. Alright, I got quite a bit of stuff in there as well. I think from our first look in there. We'll have to make... see how to do this. Let's get our stamina back real quick. We are still hallucinating. So some funny stuff's going on. That's an effect of the eyeball that was giving us the evil gaze. There's a few possibilities for what's going to happen to us while we're under that effect. Eventually it will wear off. Hopefully nothing super horrible happens to us, meaning we don't just flat out die from it, which is a possibility, but I don't think it'll happen. But it is going to take us a little while. If we go to sleep, that'll run off quite a bit of turns in the game time, and it might be gone by the time we wake up, so we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, I'm just going to... let's see, this is all stuff we've had for a while. Man, we got a lot of stuff laying around that I haven't looked at in a long time. I'm going to drop stuff that we got here in this lab into this space, I think, just to kind of separate it. Alright, so let's drop... actually, I'd already unloaded all the general stuff. This is all my normal gear. We have so much gear on this character now. Alright, this is my normal place to drop in stuff that might be useful just to grab out and use real fast. So drop those. Control laptop. Trying to remember how much can we fit in there. Only 62, so I don't want to overstuff it. Alright, this one we're going to put the UPS. Alright, I've dropped enough. You should be okay now. The beaver disappears. Alright, so I'm at 20 out of 49 volume, but we're 120 out of 143 weight. Weight is the bigger problem. My gear just weighs a lot nowadays. I think I'm going to drop the battle rifle and the EMP grenades in there as well. And the optical cloak. Alright, so how are we doing there? We're at 32 out of 62. Still got a good amount of space. Alright, we'll just drop some general gear in there. Actually, I had that out for a reason. Make up your mind, Vorm. Alright, where is the weapon pile? That's just ammo. Alright, how are we doing? Now we're down to 84 out of 143 and only 7 volumes. So that'll give us quite a bit of available room to move some items around. Alright, so let's go from here to here. Everything. Okay, got so much stuff sitting around. That's most of the items out of the back of the vehicle. So everything is right here now for the most part. I'm just going to grab a few of the select items that have to do with mutations for the moment. We'll grab the rest of this stuff here in just a little bit. Oh yeah, we got a ton of stuff out of some of these places. Alright, so also we're tired now, so we're going to need to get some sleep here, which I'm going to want to do anyway. Get that healing up and hopefully have that evil eye status effect wear off on us. I think I'll just do that right now. Let's go ahead and take care of our thirst and hunger. Alright. Turn on the optical dampers just to make sure we get a good amount of sleep, assuming nothing comes banging on the vehicle. And sure we want to sleep. Yeah, sleep as long as you want. So full health. Stomach gurgles is probably nothing, but maybe you should look into eating something healthy. Okay, optical dampers off. Everything is turned off. I do need to get my power level back up again. So we'll need to work on that. And it's 10 o'clock in the morning, so we got a lot of good amount of daylight available to us. Just taking a look at the rest of our status effects. We don't have hallucination going on. It's possible that any negative effects from that evil eye have worn off now. It's a little hard to tell. It's kind of a hidden condition, so we'll just have to see if any more crazy stuff happens for a bit. But I think that might have been long enough for it to disappear. Alright, so back to what we were looking at. So we got a bunch of books to take a look at. A lot of them are manuals for learning different kinds of hand-to-hand fighting and martial arts. So we're going to take a look at those, as well as all these lab journals. And these are going to contain a number of really, really important things for us. And we've also got some new CBMs to take a look at. But let's first... Where have I got the CBM pile? All reset. CBM. They are to the northwest from here. So up that way. Yep, okay, so I got books and CBMs in the same spot. I'm just going to drop everything in there for now. Alright, so that gets us back down. 2-gallon jug bleach. Let's drop the bleach. Yep, right there. Okay, 84 and 6 for weight and volume. Let's just go double check, make sure there's... Oops, sorry about that, dragonfly. But not really. Anything else I want to pick up right now? Purifier. Lots and lots of ammo. Alright, that's it. I'll come and grab the rest of that here in just a bit. It's going to take us a little bit to sort all this stuff out and kind of do a general review, and I just want to mention or show a few things in particular. Okay, more stuff to drop off. More CBMs are going to go up there. Purifier goes here. And that's it for the moment. Let's go ahead and do some reading real quick. So, 238-NK Practicality Enhancement. Bring your fab skill to 5. Requires 4 to understand. This book contains 2 crafting recipes. Modified mini nuke and the mini nuke launcher. We can make our own mini nukes and launch them. That'll be kind of entertaining. Let's take a look at that real quick. So if we search for mini nuke. 6 plutonium cells, 2 batteries, and a power converter. A grenade, and a couple of open tin cans. That's kind of funny. Chunks of steel, scrap metal. So no problem. Difficulty 10. I've only got skill 8. Holy mackerel. Finally, something we can't actually easily make. This is an extremely powerful weapon, essentially a handheld nuclear bomb. Use it to activate the timer. You guess that the explosion will be large enough to take out a small house. Yes, yes it would. So, mini nuke and mini nuke launcher. Also no problem to build. Pretty basic. Difficulty 8, skill 8. So it looks like we might need to try to get our mechanic skill up another level or two just so we can make some mini nukes. I haven't ever actually built my own mini nuke before. Oh, that's not even the modified mini nuke. That's the standard mini nuke. The modified mini nuke takes a mini nuke and a transponder circuit in addition to these others, a heavy modified handheld nuclear device intended to be fired from a specialized launcher. Its case has been cut down and has been rigged to explode on impact. While it is now somewhat lighter than before, it can no longer be triggered manually. Alright, so the modified is a launchable version. The mini nuke is a activate, drop it, and run type of explosive. Well, that definitely could be pretty entertaining. Alright, well that'll be fun. I'll have to remember to try to get around to actually firing a mini nuke at something, get one crafted up, and see how it does. How much plutonium have I got laying around? Got 30 cells there, and I think we found at least 5 more down in the lab. In that pile that we've got over by the other vehicle. So, as you can see, these things are pretty rare. Always pick up any plutonium cells you find. They've got a few high-end uses, so they're a super valuable item. Alright, so we got that taken a look at. Let's keep reading here. Otherwise it is done and of no use. Computer Science 301. It can bring your computer skill to 5. Requires 3 to understand. That's good. And that one we can actually use. So we've got a fairly low computer skill. We're only computer skill 3, so that'll get us up to level 5. That's fairly respectable. I like to use around computer skill 6 as kind of my baseline where I start to get happy with my computer skill. Anything higher than that is a bonus, but 6 will get most things done with a reasonable chance of success. So we're getting pretty close to that, but there are some books that will bump that up even further if we can get a hold of them. Alright, let's drop those 2 books. So we've got that one we can actually read and learn from. The FM 23-16 Army Marksmanship Manual. Whole bunch of skills here. Rifle to 3, and a whole bunch of recipes for various firearm related items. I don't think there'll be anything will be directly usable for us here in the near term, so in yellow indicates that it's got recipes and such that we haven't memorized yet, but we're not going to get any skill off of it. Alright, next one on the list, the Indonesian Warrior Martial Arts book. The chapter of this book takes 10 minutes to read, and for these you have to read it twice. So in order to actually learn, it's really deceptive, because normally you're trained by the game to think, oh, it's gray, I can't use it anymore. But in the case of martial arts training books, you got to read it twice, even though it's gray the second time. So once we do that, you'll notice down here, it says, you learn the essential elements of the style. And what that means is, we can now select this, and these are the various styles, and we can pick any one of these to be active at a time, and we gain the different benefits or bonuses from it. I'm not sure which one it just added. The Indonesian Warrior is Taekwondo? No, that's South Korean. Ah, there we go, the Silat. Silat Penchak. It's actually one of my favorites because it focuses on short blades and bludgeons, and the knife spear and things of that nature fall into that category. So what I'm really looking for, I believe, is fencing or I can't remember the name of the other style. There's 2 different styles that we can use bladed weapons like we're using currently. So we'll see, but that's good. So we got that learned. Big thing I wanted to just mention or make sure people understood in the tutorial here was that you got to read those martial arts manuals twice. Even though it shows gray the second time, read it again. And that's the only way you'll actually learn the style and be able to select that from the hand-to-hand style menu here. Alright, so next one up, Tao of the Handgun. Again, big old pile of recipes, most of which I'll never use. I just never get into the reloading of ammo or even creation of ammo. Usually by the time I'm settled enough in game to even take advantage of most of this stuff, I've gotten to a point where I can just loot gun stores and have more ammo and guns than I'll ever use anyway. So it's interesting, and you could probably have some entertaining fun with certain world setups, but for the ones I've been playing, I just haven't needed this kind of thing. But I could see in a game world where you've got the item spawn rate set really low that this could be critical. So let's drop these books back in here. Keep reading. Water Survival Training Field Manual. Brings your swimming skill up. Don't care. Alright, here's the two I'm really interested in. I see we've got a few down here we can't use. Bartering, speaking, cutting weapons. So we don't have enough cutting weapons to understand the jargon for the Spetsnaz knife techniques. And then the complete trapper, we don't have trapping. So only one I care about mildly is the Spetsnaz knife techniques. I'd like to get the cutting skill up for us to be able to use various things. But let's go ahead and do Lab Journal Smythe. And can bring your cooking skill to 9. Requires cooking level 8 to understand. Intelligence of 12. -4 morale. That's huge. That sucker's going to really tank our focus and morale when we start to read it to learn. 11 crafting recipes. Chunks of tainted meat. Mutagen. Plant serum. Slime mutagen. Cephalopod mutagen. Cephalopod serum. Rat mutagen. Slime serum. Rat serum. And blob glob. Alright. I mean, some of them are pretty good, I guess. None of those jump out at me as ones I would use near term, but that gives us the ability to craft those things. Any type of mutagens and serums are good. I'm hoping the other book is the generalized one. I thought we had picked up the book that has the basic recipes, but we'll find out here in a moment. Lab Journal, TechXTech / or bar XP. Alright, again, cooking skill to 9 and 10 recipes. This one's got basic mutagen, insect, spider, slime, basic purifier, troglobite, and troglobite serum. So, some more of the general ones. We did get the standard mutagen and standard purifier. That's enough to give us a start. So that's the thing. Those are the two I needed to make sure. And I see we did have base mutagen here as well. I don't think Purifier was on that first book, though. So, really important that we got this second book, because that gets us the basics we need. I'm going to start mass-producing mutagen, just the base mutagen, as well as the base Purifier, because we need tons and tons of that to combine into all of these other types of serums. So this will give us the start that we need until we find some more recipe books. So we've got a bit of a spread now, but there's a lot more trees, family, branches, whatever you want to call them, the different mutation lines, slime, spider, troglobite, and so on. There's 15, 20, I can't remember how many total, but there's a ton of different lines, and some of the really good ones we don't have books for yet, so we'll keep working at it. Plus, we only have cooking 8, I believe. Oh no, we're cooking 9, halfway to 10, so once we start cooking up some of this stuff, I think we'll be high enough level that it'll push our cooking to 10, and that's our destination. Once we get that, I don't care if it goes up any higher beyond that. Alright, so let's drop those books as well. And I think we're done. So that is everything that we can do. We do have a cutting weapons to 1 there. I don't remember what the Spetsnaz minimum is, but so that'll get us a little bit. We got the computers one, and I don't really care about the rest of those. So unless we got some more books hiding somewhere, that is our list. Alright, so we got our inventory dumped again. Let's see. We're going to end up spending this whole episode just getting out of the lab and talking about these different recipes and items. Let's move down 1 and then craft mutagen. So here's our list of what we can build currently. Oh, holy, we do have some other books apparently. So we've got Alpha, we've got Alpha. Those are the big ones right there. Actually, medical. Medical. So Those are all mutagens, though. We don't have... So there's base mutagen. There's mutagen serum. That's the concentrated purified version. And you can see here it takes 2 mutagen combined to make a serum. And then... I'll look at the others here in a second, the purifier side. Yeah, but take a look at alpha mutagen. So if I want to make alpha mutagen, here's what I've got to have. I've got to have 2 slime mutagen or a slime serum. It's basically 2 in 1 between base mutagen or the serum. But slime mutagen, plant mutagen, bird mutagen, and 4 purifiers. So I've got to have all of that in order to make 1 alpha mutagen. And that's not even the alpha serum. That's the alpha mutagen. So you kind of get the idea just how many of these you might need to pursue a particular line. So if I was going to go after alpha or alpha, then it's going to take a ton of all of the other things. So that's why I'm going to need just bucket loads of base mutagen and base purifier. So mutagen for the mutations, and some of these higher level ones require purifiers in addition to actually build the mutagen and the serums. So just imagine what that alpha serum is going to take. So let's look up serum this time. So alpha serum takes 2 alpha mutagens. So double that other recipe, and that's what it's going to take to make a serum for the alpha branch. So medical, 2 medical mutagens. And we've got purifier serum. Alright, so we actually do have pretty much everything that I would want, so we're all set to go. I don't think maybe this is the entire list? I can't remember off the top of my head. I can't spot anything that's missing, but we've got a pretty good start here. If I was going to do any particular one, it would probably be medical, or alpha, or alpha, I think. So if you guys have a particular one that you've seen in the past that you'd like to see me pursue, feel free to put a comment down below or let me know on my Discord channel what your preference might be. I'm not going to do it right now, but here in the next couple of episodes sometime we are going to do some mutations, because I do want to make sure I get it included here in the tutorial series, and I'll label it appropriately so anybody skimming through the names of the tutorial episodes will be able to spot it and take a look at it and see how the process works and what we do. In the meantime, as we have time, when I'm passing time or I'm waiting for the sun to come up or something, I'll be crafting mutagens and purifiers in large batches, and I'll need some storage for it. What kind of liquid storage do I have on this thing? So I've got 1 empty 60-liter tank. I might install 1 more tank and fill 1 up with purifier and 1 up with mutagen. That's the kind of volume I'm looking at doing. So, because it's either that or I'm going to end up putting them in like gallon jugs or things like that. So I'll have to think about it. But that's kind of the plan. So we'll be doing that. And what else was I wanting to look at? Oh yeah, I wanted to look at what CBMs we've pulled out as well. So CBM. Alright, so anything really hot that I'd love to get installed. 7 cranial flashlights. Never going to ever install one. Don't care. Don't care about the electromagnet. That's not really. Ethanol burner. I just don't want to carry around alcohol to use for the ethanol burner, so I'm not too interested in that. The finger pick, that'd be interesting. So finger pick CBM, electronic lockpick. Will unlock all but the most advanced key locks without any skill required on the part of the user. So that would actually be pretty cool. That would I wouldn't need to carry around lockpicks any longer. Planted night vision would be pretty cool. The leukocyte breeder system, that would be really good. We just leave that on and it improves our, I believe, our white blood cell production and our general health. So it would protect us very, very well from general illnesses and poor health. Don't care about the flamethrower. There's 14 more power storage CBMs, so that would jump our power level up, so that'll be good. Thermal dissipation is also pretty important. That would allow us to withstand heat very effectively. And protective lenses would also be okay, but not super big. So pretty decent supply, but I think I'm still going to wait. Nothing on there is something I just, ooh, wow, got to have it right now. So we'll wait until we get a little bit more. Hopefully we can hit another lab, or maybe the power substation that we're near is going to give us some shock CBM, or shock zombies that we can take apart for some more CBMs. We'll have to see. Okay, let's pop back outside. See, we're coming up on the time I'm going to need to close the episode out. Let me take one last look at the pile here. Anything else interesting that we pulled out? Whole lot of crazy ammo. Fusion pack. More cash cards. And 5 more plutonium cells. So nothing super exciting. Alright, how much of this can we grab into our inventory? Sort by category, please. Want to grab it all? Nope, we can grab it all. Didn't even go overweight. Awesome. So, taking a quick look. Don't believe we left anything. Yeah, we already gotten everything out of there, so it's just down to what's in the back of the vehicle here. We still got Lab Journal Dion. That one's got whole bunch of, well, grab that. That I think was going to add to our list. Oh, we got offensive defense. We do have more stuff. Alright, let's do a quick transfer again, and then we'll check one last time before we close the episode out. So, was it? Alright, let's do it this way. Okay, so this is mostly magazines and ammo when I have it sorted correctly. And that is the gun. So M60 up there. Magazine here. That's right, we got a gallon jug of mutagen as well. I'm gonna have to do a general search for this stuff. I've probably got stuff laying all over the place that I've totally forgotten. We have so much stuff on this playthrough. Where do I want to put? Alright, I'm a little confused. What do we have in here? There's a lot of odd stuff in that space. Cash cards are to the east, though, so... Alright, so cash cards over here. Alright, this is going to take way too long. I'm going to have to do an in-between episode inventory sort. I don't want to bore you guys with watching me just sort inventory. It's going to take me a little while to get everything sorted. I won't do anything other than just move things around to the appropriate piles and figure out where a few critical items are so that when we start next episode, we'll be ready to do some more interesting stuff. I just think at this point, you guys are long past being entertained by watching me try to figure out where all this crap is. So I'm going to close out the episode right here. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down below. If you have any opinions on what mutation line you'd like to see me pass or travel down, do let me know. I don't have a real big preference one way or the other, but if you've got one that you think would be cool for other people to see, feel free to comment and let me know what you think, and we'll kind of head that direction. So, like I mentioned, next episode, We'll finish our rearranging here, and I'll try to do most of the boring stuff off camera, and then we'll probably just head down the road to that power substation first, see if there's any shock-type zombies or technicians over there we can take out to get some CBMs, and then we'll head down to St. Johnsbury, and I know we've got a bank, and we'll see what else is in this town area here that we might be able to get some decent stuff out of, and there's another bank up here in Williston. There's a lot of endpoints this direction as well. So we might need to, or might be able to go find some more banks, or some more laboratories. So we'll see. I really would like to get into a deeper laboratory. There's still a number of books and other items that we could get out of a lab that I think would be pretty cool. But at least we got a lab completed here in the tutorial series. So I'll be on the lookout for some other more mid to end game-ish type locations that we can explore. So hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.